From the Fidelity Bank Foundation studio, PBS Kansas presents One-on-One with Victor Hogstrom.
This is where the stars of Kansas come to shine. On this episode of One-on-One, we'll dive into the world of musical memes, the multimedia comedy sensation that fuses music with the internet's most viral moments. With over 250 million views on YouTube and across social media platforms, Wichita's own Brandon Ethridge shares his hilarious, mind-blowing creations. It's the art of musical comedy. Here's an example. But Brandon isn't just an internet sensation. He's a world-class pianist, composer, and Broadway musician. He's worked with legends like Queen's Brian May and Roger Taylor, and collaborated with Andrew Lloyd Webber on School of Rock. From Broadway to viral fame, Brandon Ethridge has done it all. And now, I'm sitting down for an exclusive deep dive into his incredible career, the art of musical comedy, and the lessons he's learned along the way. So sit back and enjoy this special conversation with the maestro of musical memes, Brandon Ethridge. Hello, and thank you for joining us. I'm Victor Hogstrom, and I'm delighted to welcome acclaimed musician and internet sensation, Brandon Ethridge, to the program. Brandon, what a pleasure to have you.
It's an honor to be here. Thank you for having me.
A great musician, known all over the world.
Yes, I've now played, I counted it, just for the purpose of this program, 37 countries and 5 continents.
Wow.
Yeah.
Exciting, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It is.
But how did it all begin?
It began with the piano. This is before I was able to form memories. I was so young. Apparently, when I was in preschool, I played so much xylophone that my teachers notified my parents, maybe we should get them piano lessons.
And that was preschool in Wichita?
That was preschool right here in Wichita where I grew up. Okay. That's right. Yeah.
And then what happened?
Well, I started playing piano, and I showed a talent for it. And throughout my childhood, I had piano lessons, right? But I still hadn't quite found the love that would make me want to become a professional musician. I was doing soccer, I was in Boy Scouts, I cared about my school grades and all sorts of stuff, right? So piano was just one of the things I was doing until at age 18, almost right before I graduated, a piano professor from WSU, heard me play, and he offered me a scholarship right on the spot to major in music. And his question was, so where do you intend to major in music? And it's like, I'm not going to major in music. I'm going to get a business degree. Okay. Right? And then he said, well, I should major in music. It sounds promising and I should do it. And he offered me a scholarship to Arizona State University. I thought, how cool is that? Out of state, just like see something new. Mm-hmm. And so, of course, I said yes. And still a little bit skeptical whether it was the right thing. But then, as soon as I found myself surrounded by so many good musicians, and I started practicing piano for the first time in my life a lot, I got so much better that I just completely fell in love with the piano and with classical music. And and that just set me on the path. I became so ambitious to do music.
But your type of music is now different from classical music per se, your performances.
It certainly is. It certainly is. I have not done a whole lot of classical stuff lately. Actually, one of the last things I did was for KPTS a couple of decades ago. You might have that somewhere in the archive. And I soon found work in theater And that led me to New York, where I miraculously got hired to play a real Broadway show on Broadway. It was the School of Rock with Andrew Lloyd Webber. Sat right next to Andrew Lloyd Webber on the piano bench and helped him develop the arrangements for some of the songs. And to see a Broadway show just growing from its very beginnings, right, was such an exciting thing to do. And I got to teach the children the different instruments, the guitar, the piano, the bass, the drums. I'm not proficient at any of those, but I'm good as a coach for little kids, right?
Right.
Yeah, and that was a wonderful experience. That was, so music theater was my first foray outside of classical music.
But you managed to turn music and your piano playing into comedy. How did that come about?
Yes, about 4 years ago, on Facebook, one of my Facebook friends posted a very funny video and said, "Hey, composer friends, please, somebody put music to this," right? So I took up the challenge and I did it. I did it very quickly, and in fact, in the background, I was renovating a house at the time. In the background is just all the tools and just a mess, right? Mm-hmm. I'm even in my construction pants for this first video. And that thing went so viral. Judd Apatow retweeted it. It was seen by millions and millions. NPR called, CBS called. It was a really crazy time. And it was so exciting. It's like, I'm just going to do this from now on. Just play piano with funny internet videos.
So how do you describe that?
How do I describe that? So what I do is I find videos that are entertaining of their own right, either on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or YouTube. Then I add my piano to it in a split screen, right? And I play the notes that the people are speaking, right? Because all of us, when we speak, music is coming out of our mouths, whether we know it or not. And I don't mean in some kind of poetic sense. I mean in a very literal, technical sense. Every pitch that we speak has a musical note that can be played on the piano.
Okay. Okay.
And that is what I've been doing, and I make these people who are only speaking sound like they're singing. So that's where the entertainment factor comes in.
And you call them musical memes.
That's right, musical memes.
All right. You have a following of over 250 million people.
Yes, my videos have been seen 250 million times, yes, yes.
On various platforms?
Yes, on various platforms, yeah.
How does that make you feel?
It feels great, mostly because most of it is praise. Every once in a while you get some sour apple in there who says something nasty, because it's the internet, you know. But mostly it's people really enjoy it and they say, this is what the internet was made for. Thank you for making something fun and enjoyable.
So Brandon, how do you come up with your ideas?
You know what, I don't consume that much social media. It's not that good for you, to be honest. But when I do, I immediately write down stuff that I think would work, stuff that's funny, stuff that I enjoy. And I just have this long list of memes that have not yet added music to. Mm-hmm. The list is very long. It's waiting for me at home all the time. The work never ends.
So Brandon, let's give people an example of what you do for those who haven't seen it yet.
Absolutely, let's do that.
And we'll have you step over to the grand piano to do just that.
All right, cool.
Okay.
Yeah. So like I said, every word we speak is music. I'm going to show you an example from the internet. This is a very famous meme. I'm sure a lot of you know it already.
What did you think about the ride?
It was great. And apparently, I've never been on live television before.
Yeah, he's cute. So now I'm going to figure out what the notes are that he's speaking. I'm just going to repeat the first 3 words over and over again until I figure it out.
What did you think about the ride?
It was great. 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 It was great.
There we go. Those are the first 3 notes. Now, if I play more, it sounds like this.
What did you think about the ride?
It was great. And apparently, I've never been on live television before.
So you can tell that I'm playing the notes that the kid is speaking, but it doesn't sound anything like music. It just sounds like a string of random notes because there's no accompaniment. We need beat, we need harmony, we need chords. Then suddenly, like magic, music appears.
What did you think about the ride?
It was great. And apparently, I've never been on live television before, but apparently sometimes I don't watch the news because I'm a kid, and apparently Grandpa just gives me a remote after we watch the Powerball.
What's the Powerball?
Tell me about the ride. What did you think about the ride?
Well, it was great
Why?
because apparently you're spinning around, and apparently every time you get dizzy, that's all you do is get dizzy. Yeah. And I've never ever been on live television. I never ever be on live television.
Excited?
Yeah, and apparently I only went down the super slide. When I went down the one, I was scared half to death. I just freak out.
That was interesting, Brandon.
I'm glad you thought so, yeah. It consumes me. It's like the one thing that I want to do. It's not the only thing I want to do, that I do. I do many other things musically. To make a living, I play in a rock band that travels the world. So that's where my real money comes in.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's been the wildest audience reaction you've experienced?
Oh, the wildest audience reaction? Argentina.
Tell us about it.
Argentina. So I was there with my Queen tribute band. I play in this wonderful band called One Vision of Queen. And we have this singer. His name is Mark Martel. He contributed to the vocals of Freddie Mercury in the Queen movie that came out, I believe, 7 years ago. He sounds exactly like Freddie Mercury, and people lose their minds when he begins singing. So I'm the music director of this band. I play keyboard in it, and I sing backing vocals, and we travel the world with this music and this band. In Argentina, they just love rock music, and they love Queen. So just absolutely wild, the reception. Yeah.
So let's play a game of fill in the blank.
Okay, let's hear it.
And you fill in the blank. The first one is, the first song I ever played on the piano was?
Oh, first song I ever played on the piano. I would not know. Probably Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Okay. If I had to describe my career in 3 words, they would be?
Lucky, joyful, adventurous.
One time during a live show, blank happened, and I'll never forget it.
Oh, yeah, a shirtless man ran on stage and sat down at the piano, and when our singer was away from his piano, right? Mm-hmm. He has a piano and I have a piano on stage, there's 2 of them. He was up front singing, and we heard someone pounding on the piano while our concert was going on. We looked back, and there was a bodybuilder, shirtless, pounding on the piano. That was probably the most shocking thing that ever happened. We have no idea to this day how he got on stage.
How did he get off?
Our singer very politely said, "Hey, you need to leave," and then he left.
Okay. The secret to making a meme go viral is?
Oh, no one knows what the secret is to making a meme go viral.
No
It
one.
is completely random, seemingly. Yeah.
If Queen's music was turned into a meme today, it would be about?
Oh, if it was, oh, there are so many. It probably started even in the days before the internet videos became popular, the Muppets singing Bohemian Rhapsody, for instance.
Okay. All right.
So many memes have been made of that song.
The next one, the strangest request I've ever received from a fan was?
To sign their body part.
Oh, really?
Yes.
If I could collaborate with any musician, dead or alive, it would be blank, and we would create a song about blank.
Paul McCartney and whatever he wants to create it about. I'll leave that up to him.
Okay. If Broadway made a musical about my life, it would be called?
The Accidental Musician.
That's what you call yourself?
Yep. To this day, I still consider myself the accidental musician.
Because you didn't plan?
Yeah, I wasn't going to major in music, you know.
Uh-huh.
It just kind of, it wasn't forced upon me, but it's just like, it was laid on the table there for me to try, and I was skeptical, and then I fell in love with it, and so I ate it up.
The one piece of advice I would give to someone trying to go viral is?
Just create and create and create and create and stop looking at the numbers. Just keep creating and putting it out there.
Sounds good. Brandon, what has your journey taught you about blending art, comedy, and technology?
Oh goodness! Well, first of all, I've had to learn so much about it. So with these memes, I have a stage show now. It's a solo show, me at the piano in front of a large screen, right? And there you see the internet video, and I play piano synchronized to that. A lot of technology is involved with that. I have had to learn to edit video, mix audio, create a click track for myself so I can synchronize the two. I've had to learn to get better on stage as a MC of sorts. I hold the microphone in my hand and walk around like a stand-up comic. Can't claim to be a stand-up comic, but I am an entertainer, a music entertainer. And so it is it has so many different sides to it, this performance. And so far I've played it in, I've played it in comedy clubs, cruise ships, bars. I've done it for companies, like company parties, right? Events. It's every single time it's a different thing and a different challenge, a different audience.
Right. So how do you handle creative failures?
Oh, creative failures? I have learned to give up, right? Rather than, I used to just beat my head against the wall. I want this meme to work musically, right? And then just over and over again, keep trying to the point of frustration. And I've learned to just let it go. It's like, okay, maybe this meme wasn't meant to be turned into music. Let's just go to the next one.
Where do you see musical memes going in the future?
Oh, goodness.
And
well,
are you the only one performing it today?
Yes, I perform it today, yeah. And I hope to have more and more performances and make it a larger and larger part of my life.
If you could collaborate with any musician, past or present, who would it be and why?
Besides Paul McCartney,
Right.
I think maybe Bob Dylan, right? So many people are attracted to Bob Dylan for his lyrics. I just love the sound of his bands, of his voice. I mean, people are gonna think I'm crazy for loving Bob Dylan's voice. No, I think it's magical. There's something magical about it.
So where do we see you 10 years from now?
Oh, 10 years from now? Oh, goodness. Still rocking with my Queen band and still doing musical memes, I hope.
What has this journey taught you as a person?
Well, you know, it's, this is unbelievable. Going to go back to high school again. You know those aptitude tests we take to see what we might want to major in college? I took it and it said military officer. I did not like that answer. My dad didn't either. So I took it again and it said military officer. Took it from a different company, right? And so I think that's because it was the personality that I already naturally had, was strict personality, very I was very disciplined. I still am to this day. That's a good thing. All these things are good. All the things that people in the military have are wonderful traits for human beings to have, right? But that's all I had. I didn't learn the freedom and the fun and the creativity of art. And so by accidentally ending up in music, I think that really helped to develop a completely different side of me that would have been undeveloped otherwise.
So what would your friends say about you? How would they describe you today?
How do they describe me today? They think I'm a rock star. It's like, I'm not a rock star. I can't go to the mall and people aren't mobbing me. It's like a true star can't go out in public, right?
Right.
So I am a hard-working professional musician.
With what goal in mind?
Oh, I don't know that there is. So whenever I try to work towards a goal, it just leads to disappointment. The goal is just the very next concert for it to be good, the very next meme for it to be funny and enjoyable. And wherever that leads, it will lead, right? Mm-hmm. It's led to fun things. My CBS appearance, my NPR appearance, work with Howie Mandel. He and I made 3 memes together.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He just found me on the internet like anybody else. Hey, let's do a meme together. It's like, heck yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
What was his role? What did he do?
Well, I thought he was just going to ask me to look through his videos that were on his internet pages, such as Facebook and Instagram, and just find one of his already existing videos and to add my music. Mm-hmm. But to my surprise, it was just like, okay, tell me what to film. Which means, oh my gosh, I get to send Howie Mandel a script of my own. I did. He filmed it right away. He turned it around in 2 hours. I couldn't believe it. That man is a doer. And then he liked that, so we did another and another. And so now we have 3 so far.
So who are some of the people that would you say you looked up to as you were growing up as a musician, when you became a musician accidentally?
Yeah, well, oh goodness. The classical pianists, first of all, right? Mm-hmm. Rubinstein and Horowitz, and the composers, Beethoven and Prokofiev are 2 of my favorites, Debussy and Ravel.
So if you were to be asked to perform a classical concert, how long will it take you to prepare for that?
Oh my goodness, right now it'll take me a little while. I'm a little bit out of shape. The work, anyone who plays rock music would say that the music of Queen is very complex and difficult. It is, but it's not as hard as Beethoven. And my memes certainly aren't as hard as Beethoven, right? So that's like trying to get yourself back up to Olympic fighting shape,
right.
To play classical music. It would be some work.
Wow. It's been a pleasure having you, Brandon.
Thank you, Victor. Thank you
so
for
much.
having me.
And we look forward to seeing your performances and your memes on the internet.
Yeah,
or
thank
some
you.
social media platform.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
And thank you for watching this edition of One on One. One on One at kpts.org is our email address if you have a question or comment. I'm Victor Hogstrom. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.